Hey everybody, welcome to Mom Plays. I am Mom. Hello. Welcome to another Mom Mods-Skyrim Special Edition on the Xbox One. Today we are going to be looking at underground homes. Whoa, it's right next to me. Yeah. Alright, yeah, Underground Homes is the name of the game today, and we are going to start with Underground Homestead by Roblat22, which is right here. There's Whiterun Stables, and a place to stay is right there, and there's Pelagia Farm, so it's kind of just west of Pelagia Farm and the Whiterun Stables. So let's go inside. As you see, it apparently is Dwemer. Look at the color of these flowers. The colors are killing me, man. All right. So you've got one of these lovely Dwemer elevators that takes you down, so that's kind of a cool idea. And this is a rather large place. I found that it is really dark, and it's definitely a different place. Definitely different. So you come out into this Dwemer ruin, and it's just a large hall. There's an area down there, and there's an area ahead. We'll go ahead first. So I love the use of these Dwemer lights here because I just think they're so cool, but they really don't give you a whole lot of light, as you can see. The other thing that he did, if you hear that tapping noise, there's Dwemer spider pets all over the place. You can't interact with them or anything. They're just kind of hanging out, tapping their feet. But yeah, you've got some Dwemer pets. So this is your trophy room, basically. Lots of these underground mushrooms that you find in Blackreach that I think are just really cool. And then you have a lot of mannequins, and they're for each different type of armor. As you can see, there's a dragon scale shield right here, and this is for your dragon armor. There's also a chest behind each one for your dragon scale equipment. Like over here, this is your Markarth armor and a chest for Markarth stuff. Every single mannequin in here is like that. And they line the walls here too. There's Draugr armor, Dwarven armor. The chests for these are here on the floor. Here's miscellaneous armor and a chest to store that stuff. So as you can see, it is really large. The mod author Roblat really OCD'd this way to store your armor. There's another miscellaneous. What do we got here? Falmer. You can do Falmer armor, fur armor. You know, and of course, like I said, they line everything. What's this? Hide. There's a bookcase in here. Does it have books in it? Yep, it's got books in it. And then you've got your sleeping area right in this little nook with some chests to store some things. Here's another mannequin, but apparently that is really weird, and he doesn't seem to work. Wardrobe. What's in the wardrobe? Things that are normally in a wardrobe. Here's another chest here. Nice little rug. So here's your sleeping area. Nice stone bed with furs, because that sounds totally comfortable, right? And then we're just going to kind of run along here so you can see the extent of this, and it just keeps going and going. It's a huge place. I wish it was better lit, because there is, I mean, you want to light your displays, right? But anyway, it's a cool place. At the far end from your bed is your armor and weapons area. Here's your smelter. Oh, look, there's a real cool centurion as a decoration. You've got your grindstone, you've got your workbench, you've got storage for your smithing equipment. Here's your tanning rack here. If you come around to this corner, you have your enchanter and your alchemy station, and here are all of your shrines. And I love this. So there's the shrines you can pray to, but he put an amulet for each of them right here. So if you're having trouble finding one of the amulets, like my very first playthrough of Skyrim, I found one amulet of Zenithar. one. So I couldn't make a shrine of Zenithar because you have to have the amulet to make your shrines. And so I couldn't make my shrines in my house because I only had the one. Okay, and then this is your storage for your soul gems. And of course, there's one for each, which I thought was really cool. And then there's this cool little skeever statue right there. Skeevers are disgusting. They are large rats. All right, and then over here you've got storage for all of your alchemy things. Each jar is a different alchemy ingredient, which is just crazy. Look at how much space it takes up. And I love that he shrunk this chest and made it the miscellaneous alchemy supplies. I thought that was really cool. All right, not only that on this end, but you also have your cooking pot over here and some storage for your foodstuffs. So that's kind of cool. It's just a cooking pot, I think. There's no oven. I don't think there's an oven in here at all, but we'll find out. There's one other wing to this place. So this is like your main living quarters slash trophy room. Like I said, I wish it was brighter. All right, and then if you come down this wing, run. We're so slow. You have another large display area. It's absolutely huge. You can't even see the ends of it. But this is full of display cases that you can display weapons in. There are more armor dummies, little chest, more display. I mean, there's display cases all over the place. And then he took these broken Dwemer pipes and made fountains out of them, which I thought was a neat idea. It's more display cases. So let's run through this because it's just full of display cases and apparently crystals growing through the wall. That's an interesting touch. And then when you get to this end, you have a nice fire here. There's no chairs or anything. I was kind of disappointed. There's no chairs to sit at the fire with. And then if you run down to the other end of the room, let us run. All the way. Look at how huge this place is. And by the way, it's not a huge file for as big as this place is. And then you've got another fireplace down at this end. And that is it for the underground homestead. That's all there is to it. So, if you like to display stuff, this is the home for you. There's definitely a lot of display here. All right, so we're going to head out of here and we're going to go to the next place. Let's get out of this place. Take that elevator right back up. All right, so like I said, that was the Underground Homestead by Roblot 22. It's by Whiterun. And if you're fond of Dwemer, this is a good place for you. So we are going to go ahead and go to the next place. Okay, here we are, and we are outside of Riverwood. Actually, let's set off this site before we look at the map. Yeah, we're outside of Riverwood. You see there's this cave here that normally isn't here, down in the water. Let's get down here and come to Rayek's End. Rayek's End was done by Rayek, but was uploaded with permission by Twisted Studios, and it is between Riverwood and Whiterun. So here's Riverwood, and if you're following the road to Whiterun, here's Rayek's End. There's Whiterun. So this has a little thing with it. Let's go inside. Here, it's a little cave. Little wet. And I actually really like this one. If I was going to live underground, which I like air and light and above ground. I'm a little claustrophobic, so you wouldn't find me living underground. But it's a cool place regardless. So if you come in here, it opens up into this wonderful cavern with all these waterfalls. You have your wood chopping station here and storage. Over here you have a tanning rack and a nice little seating area with rabbits and a little table with pelts. Obviously the guy here was a hunter. I don't think you can get up there. No, it's just an edge, like Statue to Talos, and you can activate it. There are my blessings of Talos right there. And then this island in the middle has this skeleton on it, and this skeleton has an arrow in the knee. Get it? Arrow in the knee? He took an arrow in the knee. But he also has Rayek's knapsack, which has Rayek's blade in it, some gold, his key, and a note. And we're going to actually read the note. And it says, I've dragged myself in as far as I can, so tired. I've lived in this cave now for so many seasons I've lost count, but today will be my last. Age has caught up to me, and so did those blasted bandits. I probably would have gotten away unscathed if it wasn't for that damnable arrow that stuck me in the knee. My name was Rayek, and if you are reading this, you are Dragonborn. How do I know this? That is a tale to be told by one with a few less arrows sticking out of him. Take my key, my blade, and my hideout. May they serve you well. If my blade were to fell some bandits by your hand, all the better. Death is such a strange feeling, better with wine, I would say. May Talos guide your path. We're going to take it, even though they're going to disappear when I get rid of this. So, yep, obviously he's right next to the First Brand wine case. And arrow in the knee, and that was it. Yeah. So this isn't a big place, as you see, but we got this key, and if you come through this waterfall, you gotta get wet here, and you come over here, there is, where is it? There it is. And it took me forever to find this. If you activate this handle down here, oh, look at this. It opens up a little secret compartment. Now, I'm not sure how these windows work because we are underground. So what sunlight is coming, whatever. It still looks nice. And if we come this way and unlock the door, we come into Rayek's End. And it's huge. You come into this nice foyer with a display area, display racks for weapons here. Your alchemy station is the first thing you come into, and I thought this was a neat touch. These little cauldrons bubbling and whatever kind of goo that is coming out of there. And obviously we've got some Dwemer components going on, but that's okay. There is also what I don't want to harvest the cabbage. I don't want to harvest the leeks. I can't remember if this is storage. Yeah. So here's your torchbug, moth, butterfly, bee in a jar already provided for you, which is a little, you know, I think you should have to find those yourself, and maybe put them up there, but whatever. Then we come into this area, and as you can see, we have our weapons and armor making area here. Smelter, anvil, your workbench, which has been reskinned to look like a, I don't know, more Dwemery, and your grindstone. There is storage for your blacksmithing supplies there. They're just a nice job, and I love that. I love that they put that Skyrim symbol there. Yeah, so just a nice job. Well, on the other side, you have a lovely soaking pool. Obviously, we have a lot of water going by here, and this is really cool. They took the medallion from the Mages College and turned it upside down and put it on the ceiling. I just thought that looked really cool. This is a great place, and you can sit in your pool, which is always a nice touch. Moving forward, we come into where our arcane enchanter is. I love this with the blue fire and the candles around it. It looks really nice. Okay, I'm trying to find the storage. That's the enchanter. Here we go. Enchanting supplies to be stored there. And they took the Eye of Magnus and sunk it into the wall. So I thought that was, the touches were really good. Over here, you've got bookshelves that you can place all your books in. Let's unlock this and come into your bedroom here. And it's not a huge place, but it was done so well, just so well. You've got your weapons and armor, a couple of display mannequins, a display mannequin here. You know, nice flowing water behind your bed. A sitting area where you can take a tankard of ale, read a book, study your maps. And then, of course, your cooking pot here. And the last nice touch that I like, and a little bit of storage, is this. They sunk a dragon skeleton head in here, put a mage light in there, and then made water flow through it so it's like a dragon head fountain. I think that's just awesome. Isn't this place really cool? Like I said, if I was going to live underground, this is probably the place I would live in because it just is such a cool little place. Not a lot of displays though, and that's fine. I do like displaying, but when I'm in an area that has very few display racks, I tend to actually change my displays depending on what's going on in where I am in my storyline. If I'm killing Mirak, Mirak stuff is going to be displayed. If I am, oh, I can't think of another one. Yeah, I can't think of another one. If I'm starting the Dark Brotherhood, I'll put the Dark Brotherhood stuff on display. But yeah, that's what I tend to do with it. So that is Rayek's End by Rayek and Twisted Studios. All right, so we're going to go on to our next one. Okay. Here we are in Riften at, where are we? We are at Snowshod Farm, and a new marker has been added to a well that's on the farm. And the marker is called the Riften Southgate Well. The name of this this mod, however, is Riften Wellhouse. I don't know why they named it the Riften Southgate, because the Riften Gate is actually quite a ways away from this place. But nevertheless, here we have, look at all the flowers. They look so, wow, they took these death bells and made them yellow and light purple. That's cool. Okay, so anyway, we are at the Snowshod Farm. We are going into the well house. And as I recall, this place is kind of tiny. And Riften Wellhouse is done by Mentha 101. Yes, this is the place I remember. It is a tiny little place. You drop down into some water with a bucket floating in it. You come up here. These are banners that probably came from somebody else's mod. You don't find them in vanilla Skyrim. But let's come up here. This place is very tiny. It is very bare bones. It is, you just need a place to craft. So when you come up into this first room, you have your alchemy lab with a little storage chest and some decorations, and your enchanter, and your storage for that is this barrel, basically. So that is very bare bones. As you can see though, it's well decorated. All these plants that would normally be living above ground are somehow thriving in here, but it does make a pretty place. So this is room number 1. Here is a sleeping bag for your for a follower, just a bedroll, and then come on down in here and you see why this is a well. There's water flowing off the wall over there. There's a little lake. I'm not sure why the mod author put a boat in here, but there is a boat floating in here. Maybe you like floating on boats and contemplating life. Plenty of flowers everywhere. Unfortunately, excuse me, you can't pick them. They're just decorations, but they look well. So come across the water into the main cavern here, which is gorgeous. Trees are growing here, flowers are everywhere. Still wonder how it gets light, but that's okay. There's some colorful lanterns that are up on the wall there, and this is your main crafting area. So if you come up this platform, you have your blacksmith forge, your grindstone. On this side, if you come up to the other side, you have your smelter and some storage for, well, not storage, you can take all that, but anyway, storage right here for all your blacksmithing stuff. And then there's a balcony that runs along here that has a little table to sit at, some barrels, and a little chest that you can store stuff in. Lots, like I said, lots and lots and lots of plants. Here is your workbench, some more storage, your tanning rack, and your sleeping area right here with some more storage. It is very compact. It has all the smithing areas and crafting areas that you need. It does not have a staff enchanter. I'm presuming that this was made before the DLC drop. So That is not in here, but it is a pretty place if you like this kind of thing. And it's a small place, you know, if you're not one to really need a big area, you just want your place to put your stuff and your special stuff and craft, this is a good place for you. Unless, of course, you like to be above ground, and then, you know, this isn't a good place for you. But it's a cute little place. So that was Riften Wellhouse by Mentha 101. And we are going to go on to our next one. Okay, everybody, we have come out next to the Old Oak Den. Let me show you where that is on the map. It's another one that's by Lake Ilanata, but is on the south side. So here is Lakeview Manor, if you have Hearthfire DLC and you've built Lakeview Manor, Pine Watch, and the North Shriekwin Bastion. It is right here. And basically, let's back up a little bit. It's this little spot right here. There's a little sheltered area with a wood chopping block, a nice lantern, and inside this oak tree covered in ivy is, where is it? There we go, is a little hatch to the Old Oak Den. It says it requires a key, and you have to find the key. The key, oh my gosh, hopefully I can find it really quick. It took me forever to find it the first time. Yep, it's right up here. Yeah, kill these wolves. Bash you, bash you, bash you. Where'd the other one go? Wasn't there one more yet? Alright, so kill these wolves in this wolf den. Just, what direction are we? Just east of here. And in their den, you will find a knapsack that has the tree door key. So we'll take that tree door key, come back here. So the first time I came here, it was dark, and I ran around looking for this place. Was attacked by the wolves and everything. It did not correlate it. It was so dumb. Alright, so come on in here and open the Old Oak Den. Oh, I forgot to mention, Old Oak Den is done by Half a Pop-Tart, somebody who's done several house mods that we have looked at that I really enjoy. So you come on in here, there's a little gate. Open that up, and literally you open up into a cave that this tree is on. It's a really cool little place. We'll go in there in a minute. So first, well, let's go down here first. You have this giant living area and I think this was built for a mage. Really think it was built for a mage. You've got bookcases lining this wall. Lovely shelves full of decorative scrolls, obviously for a scholar, definitely for a scholar. You have your arcane enchanter sitting on this little desk here with lots of storage for you. It's just really well decorated, and it's a big area. Over here you have a dresser and your bed that you can sleep in. Big statue of Debella over there, statue of Nocturnal there. Like, just lots of good decorations going on in this room. More bookshelves that you can store stuff in. Is that the Night Mother? No. I can't remember who that is. But anyway, if you come off into here, you come into your kitchen area, kitchen, cooking, dining area, which is very well decorated also. You've got shelves with cups and wine all stored here. You have your cooking spit that you can cook with, cooking pot, more storage, food storage all through here. Is there an oven though? I don't think that there is. Looks like no. So yeah, so lots and lots and lots of storage for foodstuffs. Here is your followers' bedrolls, or possibly kids. I can't remember if you can have kids here. If you do, you're like, go sleep in the kitchen on those hay bales, you little rugrats. But anyway, okay, so that is that part of this area. You notice there is a door here. There is a cabinet that requires a key, and there is a door here. So let's open this one first. Here you come down into your smithing area. Tanning racks, storage, workbenches, mannequins to put your stuff on. They reskin the smithing thing into a dragon forge. I don't know if that does anything different. Oh, you can make stall rim here. That and bowl mold. That is cool. I am noticing there is no dragon. Huh. Interesting. All right. So, and then here is your smelter, and of course decorations that double as storage and weapon racks. Definitely weapon racks. So this is your smithing area on this side. This door is just, I think, a bathroom. Yep, there is your chamber pot, which is lovely. It is, you know, hopefully it doesn't stink. Hopefully they've got some lime to throw down that to make sure it doesn't smell. Google that if you don't know what that is. Anyway, and then let's open this cabinet with a false back panel. In here we have your secret storage for weapons and armor, and I knew it. That mannequin is gonna creep me out again. You'll see what I mean in just a minute. And then of course, like saves and armor storage. This is your secret storage right there. We are almost done with this one. Okay, come up along here and along this walkway. Nice map of Skyrim, a little throne you can sit in, some more bookshelves, some more statues. Is that Meridia? I think it is. Some more bookshelves, and your arcane enchanter is up here. So we've got that enchanting station. So far we have all of our workstations. And then this door, oh my god, that frickin' mannequin. You have your mannequin to creep out any intruders. Oh my god, let me go by. And then here you have this great, I think this is supposed to be your follower bed. It's a nice little bed there. You've got plants growing in all these pots that you can harvest, like your own Gilder Green if you so want. And then up on this balcony you have your alchemy lab, which I thought was really cool. That is really neat looking. And another alchemy lab. So ingredients chests. Oh, look, butterflies in cages. It's done very, very, very well. Here's storage for potions. These look like they're just decoration. You can't store in them, but they look really nice. Really nice. Look, it's the plague. I like the use of the plague there. Okay, that's Perryites disease, plague, pot things. Okay, so this was, oops, I don't know why I jumped down. This is Old Oak Den, which I thought was done very well, decorated very, very nicely. We have one more place to look at. Yep, one more place to look at, and we are going to travel there right now. Nope, we already did this one. A Place to Stay by Mentha 101. I thought we did. Maybe we didn't. I might have done this a little backwards, and that would be really, really, really bad. I did. I said that the Underground Homestead by Roblat22 was A Place to Stay, which is actually by Mentha 101. I apologize. That was really, really stupid. Here is A Place to Stay. This is done by Mentha. That was the first one we looked at. The second one we're going to look at is supposed to be Underground Homestead. Is that Pelagia Farm? Whiterun Farms. Here is Chillfurrow and Battleborn. I believe it's over here. We are going to look at the Underground Homestead by Roblat22. I apologize for mixing those up. I did not mean to mix those up. Okay, everybody, we are outside Battleborn Farm, and we are going towards the Underground Homestead by Roblat22. Can't believe I did that. I don't want to have to tape this whole thing over again, so we're just going to go with it. Let's come right here. This is Whiterun Homestead. Here is the map. So here is Battleborn Farm, Whiterun, Battleborn Farm, Dragon's Reach. That is where we are. This is a neat little place. So when you come in here, you're like, underground homestead. It sure looks like it's above ground to me. It has a nice windmill like the other farms where you can actually use the grain mill if you are one of those people who makes foodstuffs. Over here, is this part of our stuff too? Yep, it sure is. Over here you have your chicken coop and your ox/cow barn. And over here we have our stables to put our horses in. I think that is all for the outside of this. And as you see, it's on this hill. Oh, it is on this hill. Just go all the way around it. There's a river that runs right there. Look at that. AMF is on. Keep forgetting to turn that off for when I'm taping. All right, so that is the outside. That is it. If you come over here, you will see why it's called underground, because you come downstairs to the opening of the door. Does that make sense? To the opening of the door. Anyway, to the door. And we come into an area that looks like, what's the companion's place? It looks like they use the companion's house as a template. But you come in here, you've got a door off this main hallway that way, you've got a door that way, you've got a long tunnel that way. This is the main, looks like dining hall. There's really no decorations, that's okay. Big, oh, you can fill mead bottles, you can fill off of these. I hear Nernrut. All right, anyway, so these you can fill your bottles of mead with. You've got your oven and your cooking pot with this just ginormous inviting fire. Obviously, you're going to have cupboards and stuff for storage. But let's start off on the end that we come in on, because as I recall, this place isn't very big. Open this door, and we have what appears to be our living area, our bedroom. Lots of storage. There's some display cases. You've got your bed to sleep on. You've got wardrobes to put stuff in. Another huge inviting fire with seating for you to sit at with a nice rug. I love that. Bookcases, more wardrobes, and more dressers. It's very sparsely decorated, basically, so I think so you can decorate it yourself. So that is the main bedroom. The door over here goes to your display room right here with lots of mannequins and display cases and weapons and shields racks for you to display all of your unique weapons and stuff. And then, of course, lots of chests to store any other items you'd like to store. If you open this door, you come into your crafting area, your armor and weapons crafting area. Tanning rack, smelter, anvil, grindstone, and workbench are all in here, along with storage, so you don't have to haul that stuff all over the place. It's a nice little area. And then if you come over here, all the way down to where we heard the Nernrut, and open this door, there's a reason we heard Nernrut, and there's actually Crimson Nernrut in here too. So there's a cheat for the Blackreach Crimson Nernrut if you want it. There's a lot of planters. I think he has everything that you can grow planted in here, which I thought was a nice touch, including things you can't grow. Soul husks and gleam blossom, you can't plant in the vanilla game. So obviously on this end is your alchemy lab. There is a lot of stuff right here, just tons of alchemy things. I was looking for alchemy storage, but I'm not seeing any. Well, let's go this way and see if we find any. Little chair, little seating here, little wardrobe. Here we go. Here's some storage, I guess. And then on this side is your arcane enchanter with, I'm assuming, more storage. Yeah, they're placed back to back, so you've got storage on each side. And then of course you've got soul gems here, and your arcane enchanter. Just nicely done. Some weapon plaques to put up enchanted weapons that you've made. And that is it. If you like this kind of thing, the big maid hall slash, home, this would be probably the place for you. Now I noticed there is no place for got stuck behind the door, for followers. So you can't have followers live here with you, but that's all right. If you're like me, you don't have to have your followers. After a certain point, you're like, I don't keep followers with me, and I don't care about you guys. But okay, so that is the Underground Homestead by Robot 22, and that does it for the underground homes. I'm sure there's more. These are just the ones that I thought were either unusual or neat, or I just liked them for whatever reason. So that does it for this edition of Mods-Skyrim. You can follow me on Twitter at Tonya Treese, and I will catch you all next time.